Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Welcome to SBRforum.com. In this video, we're taking a look at the Boston Bruins and Montreal Canadiens Game 2. Now, as we predicted, the Montreal Canadiens took Game 1. Big underdog, of course, on the road, and it's big enough that it tempts you to bet them in Game number 2 as well. As mentioned in the series preview, as mentioned in the Game 1 preview, the Habs absolutely dominate this series. They've now won 7 of the last 9 meetings between the teams. They've won 6 of their last 8 in Boston with a +8 units margin there. So, you know, they're cashing quite a bit as underdogs and big underdogs in Boston, as evidenced in Game 1. No problem. Now, if you're a Boston Bruins fan, there's good and bad. You know, Game 1, they trailed Montreal the entire time. Now, I know they outplayed Montreal, or at least it sort of looks like that. You know, Montreal got out to a 2-0 lead, then Boston sort of put their foot on the gas and came back. You know, there was lots of pressure in the Habs zone, shooting tons of pucks on Carey Price. They finally tied the game. Of course, Habs go up ahead 3-2. Bruins do the same thing, put the pedal to the metal, and eventually tie the game with just, you know, ample pressure by the end of the third period. Now, overtime was sort of a mixed bag. Bruins were getting the better chances. They probably had, you know, 5 of the best scoring chances in that entire game. But eventually, you know, they took penalties. Bartkowski took a couple of, well, he took the final penalty, but he made some really questionable plays. The giveaway to Daniel Briere, which almost led to a Thomas Plekanec's goal in double overtime, and then, of course, the penalty. So, it's a mixed bag for the Bruins, but in short, I guess we should just boil it down here for you in Game 2. The thinking here is that Boston's got to get the job done. Odds are too high on the Bruins, but you take a look back to Game 1. If they can kill off some penalties, which they're normally better at, if they can take less penalties, really, they only took 1 in regulation, 2 came in overtime, and if they can just keep firing pucks on Carey Price and generating the same type of opportunities, they're going to break through. They faced a similar situation in round 1, Game 1 of round 1. Jimmy Howard played absolutely phenomenal in that game, and then they came back in Game 2 and got things back in order. I think, as mentioned in the Game 1 preview, I think we're going back to Montreal tied 1-1, any way you chop it. I mentioned that I take Montreal in both games if they were to lose Game 1, but they won Game 1, so that means I'm going to go in a different direction for Game 2. I think Boston wins. The juice is too high. Not going to lay the puck line, so I think over is the play that I'm going to look at here. Got a total of 5, but Montreal does their fair share of scoring against Tuukka Rask. You know, they found 4 goals on something like 31 shots against him. And I think the Bruins are going to break through earlier in this game and sort of set the tone. So 2-2 gets us at least a push. I think we get it over in this spot, and I think this series might be more high scoring than people and the odds makers think. Thanks for watching this video right here on SBRforum.com. We'll talk to you again soon.